It's the early goings of the college basketball season as we get set for a midweek matchup between the Howard Bison and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish here at Purcell Pavilion. Welcome courtside. David Korzeniowski joined alongside Coach Mike Lightfoot. And Coach, Notre Dame started with a loss on the road at UNC, but what have you seen from this team?
Steady improvement, both at the offensive end and more importantly at the defensive end. That's going to have to continue as the Irish progress.
Head coach Mike Bray also has some coaching ties to the Howard Bison. For more on that, we bring in our sideline reporter, Holden Pirelli. A picture-perfect Sunday afternoon in South Bend as the Northwestern Wildcats travel down I-90 to take on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish here at Alumni Stadium. Notre Dame 1-0 on the season, Northwestern 0-1. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. I'm David Korzeniowski, joined alongside my broadcast partner, Austin Rooney. Austin, these two teams not separated by much distance, and they've played a handful of times. These are the faces of Notre Dame women's basketball the past 2 years. 2 straight final appearances and a national championship. But now, they're all gone. And some new faces come into South Bend, like McDonald's All-American Sam Brunell. She and the Fighting Irish will take on the Loyola Maryland Greyhounds on the ACC network after this. It's a packed house at Purcell Pavilion on this Friday night home opener between the 16th ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish, who are 1-0 on the year, and the Loyola Maryland Greyhounds. Welcome courtside. Happy to be with you on this exciting night. David Korzeniowski joined alongside Coach Mike Lightfoot. And Coach, maybe some questions for this year's Notre Dame team with the losses from last year, but what does the 2019-2020 Notre Dame team look like?
Well, they're going to have a lot of challenges ahead right now with some injuries, but also those create a lot of great opportunities. And this team is just going to respond because it's now their time.
And one young player who will have to step up. She has already with 14 points in the opener. That is Sam Brunell.
Oh, my word. And she can score. And that's something that the Irish are going to need from a young team. She can step out and knock in threes.
She's a forward at 6'2", but she shoots the three extremely well. On the other side, a senior guard, Stephanie Kars, is going to lead the way for Loyola. She's extremely versatile.
Keep an eye on her because she's not only great on the offensive end, but she's great on the defensive end. She's a great rebounder, a strong player, and she's going to do things at both ends of the floor for her team tonight.
There you see, 4th in the NCAA last year in steals per game at 4.2. She also rebounds extremely well, just 5'11". She had 22 rebounds in a Patriot League tournament game against Navy last year. Keep an eye on number 10. Wisconsin has lost just 2 games when scoring first, but Notre Dame, after falling behind 1-0, has charged back in this second period. Keandre Miller passes it up ahead. Looking for Dominic Mersch. Sort of a home run pass from number 19. Inamoto flicks it up ahead. Lansdell stopped by Pelton Bice. Lindmark now looking for it. Badgers come away with it. Gets past the captain Kalnick and out of the zone.
The Irish unable to really be crisp on their passing on that last possession. Allowed Wisconsin to have a couple of chances.
They have some more. Sent back to Kalnick. Kalnick intentionally wide. Burke in a race with Pelton Bice. Lindmark comes away with it. Sent it back towards goal. And Morris gloves it. Cale Morris last night let up some goals early in the game. What have you seen from him tonight, Wanna?
I think he's done a really good job of just staying poised in between the pipes. Wisconsin's tried to get some pressure in front of him, cause some traffic, cause some havoc in front on some shot chances. But Morris has stood tall. What we've expected from the senior. We talked about earlier, David, the peaks and valleys for Cale Morris this season, and he's really stood tall tonight.
Richter Award winner in 2017-18. Hobie Baker Award finalist for the best player in college hockey. That was his first season starting, just his sophomore year. Led Notre Dame to a Big Ten tournament championship in its first season in the new conference, as well as the national championship game where the Fighting Irish ultimately fell to Minnesota Duluth. He and the defenseman for Notre Dame will be tested here with another offensive zone faceoff. Baker will take it for Wisconsin. O'Leary for Notre Dame. O'Leary wins it. Notre Dame with the lead in the faceoffs category, 22-16. Hit by Miller up against the boards. O'Leary, goal and an assist last night. Nice body control, and a whistle is blown. Who's going to the box? Looks like perhaps Wisconsin yet again. And Tarek Baker flagged for his second penalty of the game, and Notre Dame again will have a power play to end the first.
Penalty number 16, minor penalty holding.
Holding is the call.
Yeah, Baker getting tangled up with O'Leary just inside the circle.
Yeah, he did kind of have that left arm pinned behind him as he swung around here. Take a look.
And O'Leary calling for the penalty and got it.
Notre Dame's fourth power play of the night. Burke. For Graham, but a bit of a miscommunication as it's out of the zone. Steves falls down by the blue line, right by Notre Dame's bench. Notre Dame a bit disjointed to start their last power play, but ultimately found a goal. Centering pass from Stasny, nobody home. Graham in a fight with Messner on the near side. Steves. And that'll make for a nice souvenir up and over the glass amongst the Notre Dame fans. Just over 30 seconds left. You got to think they're trying to get a quick face-off win and some quick shots.
Yeah, for Notre Dame, this is an important face-off because they'll have an opportunity if they can win this one, potentially get a couple of shots on the power play before the end of the period. If they're unable to convert, they will have about 45 seconds remaining on the power play to start the third. But for Notre Dame, you want to try to get that 2-goal advantage, if at all possible, to go into the locker room with that commanding lead.
Pavanka in a standstill with Kalnick, and another whistle blown. Kalnick jarring with Pavanka right now. See what the call is. Standing still with just under 30 seconds left in the second period. And they're opening up the Wisconsin box yet again. This will set up a 5-on-3.
Wisconsin penalty on number 12, minor cross-check.
Again, nothing egregious that I saw live, but perhaps the referees again trying to regain control of this game as it's gotten very chippy and physical.
It has, David, and we take another look. Messner just a little bit too aggressive as Steves and Pavanka were in there, so he'll join Baker in the box after the cross-check.
Well, 5-on-3s are as close to must-score opportunities as you can get. Two-man advantage can lead to some great chances, and the Irish win the face-off. Steves wants a one-timer. Stopped by Berry. Keep an eye on the clock here. Just over 10 seconds left. Steves creeping in. Stops and starts. In front. Goal! Cal Burke makes it 3-1.
Cal Burke scored last night to break a nearly 3-month-long streak, and he finds the back of the net consecutive nights. And he able to find the goal on the power play and gives Notre Dame that lead of 2 goals just before the end of the second period. A big momentum boost for the Irish as they head into the locker room.
Cal Burke now up to 6 goals, 17 points on his senior season, wearing the C on his chest for the Fighting Irish, giving Notre Dame a 2-goal lead. As the siren sounds, we didn't have goals in the first 20. We got goals here in the second period. Talk about the response from Cale Morris and the Fighting Irish after falling behind.
Oh, it's tremendous, dude. The amount of momentum that has shifted from Wisconsin to Notre Dame in this second period. Wisconsin came out the aggressor early. It's been all Notre Dame these last few minutes, taking that 2-goal advantage, especially with Cal Burke finishing the deal in the final seconds.
Alex Steeves was perhaps the hero with a couple assists and a goal. Notre Dame leads 3-1 after 2 periods.
Now let's go down to the field. We're Fighting Irish Media's David Korzeniowski is with Chris Finke. Take it away, Korzo.
Thank you so much, Mike. Joined by Chris Finke. Chris, a convincing win here today, 2-0 start on the season. What have you seen from the team thus far?
I'm really proud of the way everybody played today. We've been itching to play a game here. It's been a really long time. To be here in front of our fans, who are great, as they always are. We had a lot of young guys step up today, making plays for the first time ever, and it's really fun to watch everybody out there.
You stepped up as well, Chris, with a 54-yard touchdown in the third quarter. Can you walk me through what you saw in that play?
Just a toss play. I had one guy to get around and had some great blocking from Lawrence Keys and Chase Claypool outside, and they made it really easy for me.
You alluded to it, first time at home in about 10 months. What was it like to play in front of Notre Dame Stadium tonight?
Amazing as always. You know, it's my 5th year and last year, so I'm trying to cherish every single one of them and make the most of it, and this one didn't disappoint.
Thanks, Chris. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Back to you, Mike.
One of the things you're going to have is when somebody comes into Notre Dame, especially a team that doesn't play in this atmosphere, never played, they're going to come out here one or two ways. One, intimidated or motivated. And this group has come in motivated.
Leschewski had a 3 go around the rim and out, and you saw that bench explode on the great steal by C.J. Melton.
Open again.
And who else put it in but Corey Hightower. Presbyterian trails by just 1, 7:15 left in the first half.
Yeah, one of the great opportunities is running the floor in transition. They got a good kick out here, push the ball up the floor. Look at that pass and finish. Just a great look by the Blue Hose. Just what you want to draw up as a coach. It's been fun.
We were talking about it before the break. All of the losses that this team had from last year, a 20-win season, but then they lose their best player in Adam Flagler. He transferred to Baylor as Drake gets the offensive rebound and Presbyterian has the lead. But, Coach, not only did they lose their best player, they lost their coach, Dustin Kearns, who went to Appalachian State.
Didn't it say a lot? You know, it's a great point. As your senior, you're the only guy back. Everybody else is gone. Your key players, guys graduating, and then also your coach left. So now you got to come in with a whole new group and you got to lead them. And you can see the evidence of that so far in this game.
Notre Dame can't find a bucket on that possession. Couple chances for the Irish as we take a look at someone who shined tonight, Chris Martin. Ben Drake cleans up with the offensive board.
Yeah, he is the John Mooney of Notre Dame, where he's going to score around the basket, got great touch, and is also really gifted with the opportunity to rebound well. So those are the things that he's done well for his team and has been very evident tonight.
Presbyterian up by 1. The bench is fired up. The players on the court are ready to go. Notre Dame without John Mooney, who's coming off a career-high 28 points against Marshall. He suffered a stomach virus. They're also without Robbie Carmody. He took a hit to the head recently and is out for precautionary measures. They expect him to be back soon. Corey Hightower working inside, right hand. Presbyterian up 3. And Hightower leading the way with 12 points.
Wow, is he looking strong, physical. He's doing it all right now for his team.
Nice pass inside to Durham, but he traveled.
Took a little hop there. Took a little hop. Great pass. He just kind of took a little hop before he put the ball on the floor. Easy call by the referee. Notre Dame going back man-to-man here, trying to make some things happen, trying to get Presbyterian out of their comfort zone because they are very, very comfortable right now what they're running offensively.
Hub tried to get the steal, slapped it out of bounds. It'll set up an out-of-bounds play for the Blue Hose.
Definitely a defensive situation there where Coach Bray brings in his defensive stopper and his senior to say, hey, we've got to try to shut down Mr. Hightower.
Martin, up and under, blocked by Durham. Comes up with his own block, and Hub racing the other way. Pfluger to Gibbs. He had a look at a three. And how about that box out by J.C. Younger?
Yes. You know, here's the thing that Notre Dame has continued to struggle with. They'll hit threes early, and then they go 5 minutes with not being able to knock down shots. That's got to be a concern, not only for tonight's game, but for the whole year. Are they going to be able to be consistent as scoring, and especially from the perimeter? Now you don't have John Mooney.
Pfluger with the steal. Puts it in. This is a team that has struggled from deep the past couple games. So, shot just 29% from three-point range against Marshall, 25% from three against Howard. And Coach, that was something you said after that Howard game. That's one thing this team needs to improve.
They've got to, and they work at it. I mean, but shooting is really confidence. It's not a situation where technically I don't see a lot of things wrong. They just got to see the ball go in the net. They got to believe it's going to go in the net. And it's also contagious. When one guy starts hitting, then everybody starts hitting. Right now, that's not happening.
Goodwin. He can't buy a bucket either. Notre Dame was 5 of their first 9 from deep. They've missed the last 3. Presbyterian right now with a 1-point lead. Drake working on Durham. How about those moves? But he can't finish.
Boy, that was a great move, a great look. It just didn't go in. He is not intimidated by the shot blocker, Mr. Durham.
Well, Drake has battled a couple of knee injuries. It's in his redshirt senior season, 6'8", 225.
We're in a heavy brace for that knee.
Hub to Pfluger, pump fake, works inside, out to Hub. Got it.
There's a guy that needs to shoot more. I think here lately we have not seen that many shot attempts, and he's got to be able to knock in shots because he's Mr. Consistent. He showed that especially in the North Carolina game.
Younger to Hightower. He's been the hot hand. Pass to Drake. He tries a three. Pfluger.
Got a layup.
Up ahead to Gibbs. Notre Dame up by 4. And a quick timeout called. Well, Notre Dame has had everything they could handle from Presbyterian. Prentice Hub connects from deep, and Notre Dame up by 4.
Thanks so much, Austin. I'm joined by sophomore setter Zoe Nunez. Zoe, now 11-3 on the year. You dug deep with a response in the 3rd set and then a tough 4th set. What did you see from the team today?
I think that we have a reputation of fighting when our back is against the wall, and you can definitely see it in this game. We still have a big improvement to make in regards to our focus throughout the entire game, but I love the fact that we can fight through those tough moments.
A couple big wins here at home this weekend. You're 4-0 in the ACC, going on the road Friday. How do you keep it rolling down in Winston-Salem?
We just have to play our game. We can't let the environment change us, and we have to keep our focus no matter where we're at or who we're playing. Just play our game.
Zoe, thanks so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
David Korzeniowski back at the Compton Family Ice Arena with Nick Leivermann. Nick, what was the key to Notre Dame getting that offense going with just one shot in the first period?
Yeah, you know, one shot is not going to cut it in the first, so and then in between we just said, you know, go out there, test this goalie a little bit, just get them going a little bit, put pucks on net, and it's simple as that. They're bound to go in.
So you found the back of the net for the 2nd time this weekend. Can you walk me through that goal?
Yeah, I just picked it up kind of in the neutral zone, just kind of move my feet, get up ice. Coach is always preaching, just keep going forward, and luckily enough it went in.
So I'm not sure if you knew this. 5 of your 6 career goals have come against Minnesota. I can see you smiling from up here. What's the key to you beating your hometown team?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's anything actually that's happening. You know, it's just I'm getting lucky bounces against the Gophers. I mean, it might be that I grew up playing against these guys, so it just feels like playing back home.
Great, Nick. Thanks a lot. Best of luck in the 3rd period.
Of course. Thank you very much.